Welcome back, MVP Road Car. Today we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated performance machines of the next generation. The 2026 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 GTS. This script will take you through the exterior, interior, performance, driving feel, technology, and pricing in a cinematic, detailed flow perfect for a voiceover. No headings, just the story of this car from start to finish. The 2026 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 GTS stands as one of those rare machines that feel familiar at first glance, yet reveal a dozen subtle revolutions when you look closer. At a distance, it's unmistakably a 911. Low nose, wide hips, that classic teardrop silhouette. But when you move around it, you start noticing the refinements Porsche has made for this new model year. The front fascia is sharper, with narrower LED matrix headlights that integrate a new light signature. They're sleeker, almost like the eyes of a predatory bird. Porsche has sculpted the bumper to increase airflow efficiency, using air curtains that reduce turbulence and help channel air towards the wheel arches for better cooling. The entire design feels cleaner, crisper, and more purposeful. As you move along the side, the shoulders become more pronounced, giving the Carrera 4 GTS a planted athletic stance. Porsche shaved weight through a revised aluminum composition, while boosting rigidity. The new 20-inch front and 21-inch rear wheels come standard with a lightweight forged construction, wrapped in ultra-performance tires. And because this is the 4 variant, the all-wheel drive version, the rear stance looks slightly wider, thanks to flared arches that tuck the wheels perfectly. The signature GTS black accent package darkens the window surrounds, exhaust tips, and even the rear badging, creating a more aggressive monochromatic presence. Walking around to the back, the changes become even more distinct. Porsche redesigned the rear light bar with a tighter, more continuous LED strip that stretches across the entire width of the car. Underneath it sits a new vent system that helps evacuate heat from the engine bay more efficiently. The quad exhaust system is more central, with a reshaped diffuser that improves aerodynamics at high speed. Even the active rear spoiler now deploys at slightly different angles depending on the driving mode, optimizing downforce or drag reduction when needed. The 2026 GTS doesn't scream for attention. It whispers performance confidence with every curve and slip inside the cabin, and the Porsche philosophy becomes clear. Evolution rather than revolution. The interior feels more driver-focused than ever. You sit low in the car, almost integrated into the chassis, with a perfectly symmetrical dashboard that wraps around you. Porsche upgraded the materials again. Alcantara, leather, and optional race text line the surfaces, with contrast stitching available in carmine red, racing yellow, or arctic gray. In front of the driver is the updated digital hybrid instrument cluster. Porsche kept the classic 5-dial layout, but now it's fully digital, giving you the look of analog gauges with the flexibility of modern information overlays. You can switch between traditional Porsche dials, a performance-focused track setup, or a minimalist view with only the essentials. The steering wheel feels refined, featuring improved haptic feedback on the mode selector and a more premium, knurled finish on the controls. The center touchscreen grows slightly larger and features Porsche's latest PCM software, faster and cleaner with improved navigation, wireless connectivity, and built-in performance analytics. For 2026, Porsche has upgraded voice control, making it easier to adjust climate settings, change drive modes, or plan routes without taking your hands off the wheel. Below the touchscreen, physical buttons have been restored in places where owners complained about touch-sensitive controls in the past, bringing back that satisfying mechanical feel. The GTS sport seats strike a balance between comfort and track readiness. They're supportive, firm, and sculpted to hold you in place during aggressive driving. Optional full bucket seats are available for enthusiasts, offering carbon fiber backs and deeper bolstering. The rear seats remain present, but as in any 911, they're best for small bags, jackets, or very forgiving passengers. Let's talk performance, because this is where the 2026 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 GTS really begins to shine. Under the rear deck lid is a reworked 3.0-liter twin-turbo flat-six engine. Porsche has squeezed out more power through improved turbo geometry, better cooling, and revised engine mapping. The new numbers come in at roughly 490 horsepower and around 450 pound-feet of torque. That's an increase that may seem small on paper, But in the real world, it transforms how the GTS responds, especially in the mid-range where the turbos hit harder and earlier. Pair this with Porsche's 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, tuned for faster, sharper shifts. Launch control now fires the Carrera 4 GTS from 0 to 60 in around 3.0 seconds flat, shaving a few tenths off the previous model. And thanks to the all-wheel drive system, traction is almost telepathic. The torque distribution system can send more power to the front or rear in milliseconds, giving you the grip of an AWD system, without losing the playful rear engine. Dynamics that make the 911 legendary. Porsche has also refined the PASM adaptive suspension. It sits lower than the standard Carrera and boasts a broader range of damping adjustments. In comfort mode, it remains surprisingly compliant, smoothing out city bumps and highway cruising. But once you switch into Sport or Sport Plus, the car tightens up, becomes more reactive, and almost anticipates your next move. Steering feels more direct thanks to new electric assist calibration, offering improved road feedback without excessive weight. The brakes, standard with GTS-specific larger rotors, deliver massive stopping power, with optional Porsche ceramic composite brakes for those who plan to take their GTS to track days. And then there's the sound. Porsche has tuned the Sport exhaust to deliver a deeper, throatier tone, amplified by the new turbo and intake design. It's still distinctly a flat 6, with that signature metallic rasp, but now fuller and more vocal under load. In Sport Plus, the valves open wider, giving you crackles on downshifts and a more emotional soundtrack overall. Driving this car is an experience that blends tradition and innovation. It's still unmistakably a 911, rear-engined, tight, responsive, and alive, but with modern technology enhancing every move rather than numbing it. It's the type of car that feels accessible at low speeds, yet thrilling when pushed to its limits. Daily drivable, but with the heart of a sports machine. Finally, pricing. The 2026 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 GTS, like all Porsches, doesn't come cheap. Expected pricing starts around the mid-$160,000 range before options. Add common upgrades, Sport Chrono, performance exhaust, premium interior packages, wheels, or carbon ceramic brakes, and it's not hard to find yourself approaching the $190,000 to $200,000 mark. But that's the Porsche world. You start with excellence and can elevate it to something even more personal and potent. The 2026 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 GTS represents the sweet spot of the entire 911 lineup. It's faster than the standard Carreras, more engaging than the 4S, and cheaper and more approachable than the turbo models. It blends everyday usability with track-ready performance and timeless styling. For many enthusiasts, it's the one to get. Thanks for watching MVP Road Car. If you enjoyed this deep dive review, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more of the world's most exciting machines.